Hello, my wonderful friends. Magus and Tinkum here, back in the library. I am beyond excited. We start today, Perks of Being a Wallflower, Part 1. Oh, what did you guys think? I am still moved. I'll tell you what I did. I couldn't put the book down. I read through the whole thing. And now, Tinkum jumped down. Now I'm going back because like I like to do is read the chapter with you and so I can live it with you and what I'm feeling about what I just read. And I'm overwhelmed. So this video, I can already tell it's going to be a long one because I'm so full of emotion. One, the Little Paris Bookshop, Purdue, earmuffs. Right? Catherine, the French rivers and food and countryside, and it's still in my heart. To Kill a Mockingbird. We got Scout, Jem, Atticus, Dill, just that story. It still touches my heart. It's been a week, and it's still just in my heart. And now we have Charlie, Patrick, Sam, and it's so beautiful. It's almost overwhelming what I'm feeling. And especially with Charlie and finding Patrick and Sam, I think was the most beautiful thing. And I think what made me so emotional is that's how I feel about finding you. And I guess it's one of my favorite tropes, found family. You find your tribe. You get in where you fit in. You finally don't feel odd. Maybe before you were trying to change yourself to fit in with a group. And when you find a place and a people that you can just, this is what I think. This is what I am. And not only are you accepted, but you're celebrated. And what we'll get to here in a moment, it makes me think of when Charlie's at his first party and they raise their glasses and salute Charlie, and he just weeps. Oh, so beautiful. Okay, I'm going to grab the book, but I want to say this first. Because it's important. Because this is a safe place. This is that found family. And I want it where you're able to express yourself here freely, not feel judged. Because I think what you found, if you've been a part of this book club over this last couple months, we share our hearts. And we don't really want just outsiders gawking, watching it like a TV show. So what I'm going to ask is you be a part of this. You sense this is my tribe. I belong here. Spirit brought me to this Magus channel for a reason. Didn't think it was going to go this route. Thought it was going to be entertainment. Thought it was going to be books. But you found something else. That's what we're looking for. And a great example of that, can I read something to you guys? I think it's why I'm so emotional. So I want to get this off my chest. This is the kind of people and friendships that we have. And I get messages like this all the time, every day, which is funny because I'm a YouTuber, right? But we've created something here. It says, Magus, I am being energetically attacked at nighttime. Please, is there anything you can do to help me? Any advice you can give me? So I said, yes, my wonderful friend. First, don't worry. Everyone goes through this at different times in our lives, right? You're not different. I've experienced that. Everyone I know has experienced that. It's important to know that. And it's not really evil spirits, right? When we get ourselves freaked out, we think there's devils and demons out there. It's not evil spirits in your room at night or anything, or an attack or a curse or anything like that. It's not really evil spirits, just wrong thoughts and ideas. Again, don't be scared. That just keeps the wrong thoughts and emotions going. During the day, be careful with your thoughts. Be careful with the music and movies you watch and listen to. Surround yourself in light. And at night, see a light of God in you and around you. And in this light, darkness cannot enter. It will get better. Always does. I love you. He came back and said, thank you, Magus, for your wisdom and quick response. Magus, you helped me greatly during difficult times. I will continue to follow and spread your word. This is the kind of family we have here. I think about last night. I was so excited to share with you our children's book, Tinkum's Wilderness Adventure. You just saw Tinkum there, and it means something to me, and I believe it means something to you. And so the ones that are part of this are the ones that listen to the story, that actually hit the like button, that maybe commented and said, that's sweet, Magus, that enjoyed seeing me and my dogs and the surrounding area here that we used for the illustrations. That's family. That's real. That's that give and take of a real relationship where it's not me just talking to a camera, but it's you guys giving love back, right? It's that tribe. When we find our tribe, and when you have it, I think of Dorothy. We've got a lot of new people here. You don't know Dorothy. She started with us 8 years ago. And what I loved about her is the Magus could do no wrong, even though I messed up a lot. When you make 2 or 3 videos every day you come, and sometimes you're not in the right headspace that you should be making a video, but I do it anyway. And sometimes I would say things wrong, right? But she never stopped loving me. She was always my cheerleader. And she passed away a couple years ago, and it was devastating. Not just to me, but to our whole family that we created here. And we never stopped talking about her. The thumbnail you see of me with my long beard looking up, that was a picture she took. So we always think about her. Once you're a part of this family, you get in our hearts and our minds. It's one energy. And that's what I want here. And as a matter of fact, my God, we haven't even started our book review. What are we here? 8.5 minutes into it. If you're still here, I have a feeling this was meant to be. And so, do I need to say any more things? And I don't think so. I think you get the idea here. I want this to be a safe place for our family. And if I ever see, 99.9% of the people that come here are good. Once in a while, we'll get a negative comment. I just block them. I want you to always feel free to share. If someone ever says something rude to you, make sure you bring it to my attention so I can put up that block so that they can't come into our comments anymore. Okay, part 1. This is going to go pretty quick. What is there, like 7 parts altogether here? So we're going to be done with this book in a week. And like I said, I read it like with quickness and going through it again. So beautiful. So you've probably noticed now, it's written in letter form. This is Charlie writing to someone, I don't know who, but it has the date and it's in letter form, but it works, doesn't it? And the funny thing, in the back it said that it was asking, what did you think of this format? Would you have rather had it in first person or third person? And I was thinking, isn't that first person? To me, that was first person. I don't understand what they were saying about that, but I think it worked beautifully. I loved it. So here's what stuck out to me that I highlighted there. It says, I just need to know that someone out there listens and understands and doesn't try to sleep with people, even if they could have. I need to know that these people exist. And it's the funny thing. I've been over that several times, and every time it makes me emotional. I need to know people like this exist. Does that hit you right in the heart? I needed to know there was people like you in the world. Makes me feel not all alone in the world. We found our tribe. It's beautiful. He says, my friend Michael stopped going to school one day. His friend Michael committed suicide. He couldn't stop crying. His brother had to come pick him up. We're starting, in the first page to see the heart of Charlie. Now, Charlie's in high school, but he definitely comes across very immature. He cries a lot, doesn't he? We see the relationship with his brother. I thought it was funny. His parents didn't come to pick him up when he had fallen apart. His older brother came and got him. Talks about they brought in a counselor. The counselor suspected that Michael had problems at home and didn't feel like he could talk to anyone. And I think that's why I was so moved again today with that message, is that you guys are comfortable talking to me, and I come every day and I'm comfortable talking to you. This is almost like my psychotherapy every day. Sometimes I feel like I'm the one getting ministered to. I feel like I'm laid out on a couch, pouring my heart out, and you guys just listen. Some of you do. Again, 12 minutes into it. The ones who are still here do. We need that. Someone to hear us. And, the counselor said he needed a teacher or an adult or a guidance counselor to listen to him, because Charlie was saying he could have talked to me, right? But he needed an adult. Now get this, here's what hit me. He needed an adult, a teacher, a counselor that doesn't lie for the state. That's something I found, where the frustration of children, high schoolers, myself to this day, get frustrated with. People will just repeat the lie that has been set up by society and the state and the church. Even though it's unreasonable, you know in your heart it's not right, but they repeat it. So it doesn't really help the child with his thoughts that are going against. That's why he wanted to kill himself, because what he feels doesn't line up with what the world is showing him. Right? Give your life for God and country. Go in and fight and war and kill, and you'll be a hero. But something in their heart says, no, I want to live and enjoy this life. I think there's something better. What are you, a communist? Maybe in church they think, well, that God doesn't sound very good, very nice. The hating, the warring, the killing, men, women, and children. And what do you want to go to hell? Right? They don't try to reason and talk and see if we can find a better way. Right? It's just get in line or shut up. Maybe they're glad when they kill themselves. Just shut up. You're making us think. You're making us reason. You're making us feel bad. But then the stars align and we find our tribe. Right? We're putting out this frequency, and somehow others pick up on it, and there you are. There's hope. I got goosebumps throughout my whole body, and we're on page 4. Speaking of hope. He says, like when my sister's first boyfriend started going around with another girl, and my sister cried for the whole weekend. A month later, my sister met another boy and started playing happy records again.